welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to be exploring
Okay.
the Gold IRA blueprint.
All right.
Um, Specifically their article, Is Gold a Liquid Asset? Finally answered.
Cool.
So we're going to kind of break down this whole concept of gold as a liquid asset and see how it applies to you and your retirement planning.
Yeah, it's a fascinating topic,
Yeah.
especially for retirees who are looking for ways to kind of safeguard their savings
Right.
and potentially grow their wealth.
And you know what's so interesting about gold is that it's been a form of currency for centuries.
Mm.
I mean, it's been accepted across cultures and borders.
Yeah.
How many assets can you say that about?
Very few.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Right.
It really speaks to gold's enduring value
Yeah.
and its ability to hold its own,
Exactly.
even when traditional currencies fluctuate.
Now, if you're thinking about adding gold to your retirement portfolio,
Uh-huh.
you're probably wondering about gold IRAs.
Hmm.
It can feel overwhelming to choose the right company. But don't worry, Gold IRA Blueprint has a free checklist
Oh, nice.
to help you navigate that process.
That's great.
You can find it at goldirablueprint.com/exclusive.
Fantastic resource to help you compare different companies and
Right.
make an informed decision.
Okay, so let's dive into the article
Let's do it.
and really understand what they mean by gold being a liquid asset.
Right.
They start by explaining what liquidity even means,
Okay.
which is super important for retirees.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Liquidity is all about how easily you can convert an asset into cash without losing value.
Okay.
Think of it as financial flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
The more liquid an asset is,
Yeah.
the faster you can access your money when you need it.
So cash is obviously the most liquid asset.
Yeah, of course.
Right. You can use it immediately for any purchase.
Hmm.
But what about other investments like stocks or bonds?
Those are generally considered fairly liquid as well.
Okay.
You can typically sell them on the market relatively quickly and convert them to cash.
All right. So where does gold fit into all of this?
Yeah.
Is it truly a liquid asset?
That's the million-dollar question, and
No.
the article does a great job of exploring both sides of the argument.
They point out that gold is recognized and traded globally,
Mm.
which certainly contributes to its liquidity.
Uh-huh.
You can pretty much sell gold anywhere in the world.
Exactly.
Right.
And there's always a demand for gold.
Yeah,
It's seen as a safe haven asset, especially during times of economic uncertainty.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
People tend to flock to gold when they're worried about inflation or market volatility.
It's like that. Yeah. Think of it this way.
Okay.
Gold is like a financial anchor in stormy seas.
Oh, I like that.
It provides stability
Yeah,
and a sense of security when other assets might be fluctuating wildly.
that's a great analogy.
Thanks.
But the article also acknowledges that gold isn't as instantly liquid as cash.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few steps involved in selling it and converting it to usable funds.
That's true. You might need to find a reputable dealer,
Mm-hmm.
have the gold assessed,
Okay.
and wait for the transaction to process.
So it's not like you can just walk into a store
Right.
and buy groceries with a gold bar. Right.
Not quite, but
Right.
the process of selling gold is generally fairly straightforward.
Gotcha.
And this is where choosing the right gold IRA company becomes even more important.
Because they can help you navigate that process.
Exactly.
Okay.
A reputable company will have established relationships with buyers,
Mm-hmm.
can help facilitate the sale of your gold holdings smoothly and efficiently.
Okay.
They can also guide you on the best ways to store your gold
Mm-hmm.
to ensure its safety and liquidity.
That's super helpful to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've established that gold is generally considered a liquid asset.
Hmm.
Though maybe not as instantly liquid as cash,
Right.
but what factors can impact its liquidity?
Okay.
The article dives into some interesting nuances here.
One key factor is market demand.
Okay.
If there's a sudden surge in demand for gold,
It will be easier and faster to sell.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like the basic principles of supply and demand.
Exactly.
Right.
The article also mentions economic conditions as a factor.
Okay.
During times of economic instability,
Mhm.
the demand for gold tends to rise,
Uh-huh.
which can increase its liquidity.
So it's almost like gold becomes more liquid when things are uncertain.
In a sense, yes.
Wow.
People view it as a reliable store of value
Got it.
when other investments are struggling.
I'm starting to see why gold is considered such an attractive asset for retirees
Yeah.
who are looking for stability and security.
It's definitely worth considering,
Okay.
especially as part of a diversified retirement portfolio.
Now, the article also talks about the form of gold
Okay.
affecting its liquidity.
Uh-huh.
What do they mean by that?
Well, gold comes in different forms, right? You have gold coins,
Okay.
gold bars, and even gold ETFs.
Okay.
Each form has its own characteristics that can impact how easily you can buy or sell it. So are some forms of gold considered more liquid than others?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Generally, gold coins are considered more liquid than gold bars because they are smaller and easier to trade.
Okay.
They're often recognized and accepted by dealers and collectors worldwide.
So if I were looking for the most liquid form of gold,
Okay.
coins would be the way to go.
It's a good option to consider.
Okay.
Keep in mind, gold coins might also carry higher premiums.
Premiums.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
A premium is essentially an additional cost on top of the gold spot price.
Okay.
It covers things like the cost of manufacturing, design, and distribution.
Mm-hmm.
Coins often have higher premiums due to their collectible value and smaller size.
Interesting. So while coins might be easier to sell,
Yeah,
they might also cost a bit more upfront.
exactly. It's all about weighing the pros and cons.
Right.
Now, gold bars, on the other hand,
Okay.
tend to have lower premiums,
Uh-huh.
but they can be a bit less liquid
Mm.
simply because they are larger and more expensive.
Right.
Not everyone has tens of thousands of dollars lying around to buy a gold bar.
That makes sense. And what about gold ETFs?
Okay.
Where do they
Now,
fit into this?
gold ETFs or exchange-traded funds are a bit different.
Okay.
They don't involve physically owning gold.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, you are investing in a fund that tracks the price of gold.
So it's like buying shares of a company,
Uh-huh.
but the company is essentially gold itself.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Gold ETFs offer a convenient way to invest in gold without worrying about storage or security.
Okay.
And they're traded on stock exchanges, so they tend to be quite liquid.
You're right.
You can buy or sell them throughout the trading day.
That sounds like a great option for investors who are comfortable with the stock market
Yeah.
and don't necessarily want to hold physical gold.
It can be a good choice for some investors,
Okay.
but it's important to remember that you don't have the same tangible ownership
Right.
as you would with physical gold.
There are always trade-offs to consider. Okay, so we've covered a lot about gold's liquidity and the factors that can affect it. But let's zoom out for a moment
Okay.
and talk about why retirees are so interested in gold in the first place.
Sure.
What are some of the benefits beyond just liquidity?
Well, one of the biggest draws of gold is its potential as a hedge against inflation.
Okay.
As prices rise over time,
Mm-hmm.
the purchasing power of your money decreases.
Uh-huh.
Gold, however, has historically held its value relatively well
Yeah.
during inflationary periods.
The article mentions the inflation of the 1970s as a prime example.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So,
During that decade, inflation was rampant in the United States.
right.
The prices of goods and services skyrocketed.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what?
What?
Gold prices soared as well,
Okay.
outperforming many other asset classes.
So for retirees who are living on a fixed income,
Yes.
gold could potentially help them protect their purchasing power
Exactly.
and maintain their standard of living.
It's like a safety net
Yeah.
against the erosion of your savings.
That peace of mind is invaluable, especially in retirement.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And beyond inflation,
Yeah.
gold is also seen as a way to diversify your retirement portfolio.
Right. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. Diversification is key to managing risk.
Okay.
Gold has a low correlation with other asset classes like stocks and bonds.
Mm-hmm.
This means that when stocks are down,
Yeah.
gold might hold steady or even increase in value.
Interesting.
This can help to balance out your portfolio
Okay.
and potentially reduce overall volatility.
So gold can act as a sort of stabilizer within a portfolio.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting to understand why so many retirees are turning to gold
Yeah.
as they plan for their financial future.
It's not a magic bullet, of course.
Right.
No investment is without risk.
Yeah.
But gold can certainly play a valuable role in a well-rounded retirement plan.
Now let's talk about some of the potential downsides
Okay.
of owning gold.
Mm-hmm.
The article is very transparent
Yeah.
about the risks, which I appreciate. One thing they mention is price volatility.
Right. It's important to remember
Mm-hmm.
that even though gold is generally considered stable,
Yeah.
its price can fluctuate
Okay.
in the short term.
So you're saying that even though gold has historically held its value over the long term,
Yeah.
there might be periods
Mm-hmm.
where its price dips or spikes.
Exactly.
Wow.
And for retirees who are relying on their savings,
Mhm.
those fluctuations can be a bit nerve-wracking.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's not like a savings account where your principal is guaranteed.
Right, exactly.
It's important to have realistic expectations
Yeah.
and understand that gold is not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Nope,
It's a long-term investment.
absolutely.
And it's also important to factor in the costs
Yeah.
associated with owning physical gold.
Like what?
Like what?
Well, if you're holding physical gold,
Mm-hmm.
you'll need to consider storage and insurance costs.
Right,
You can't just keep gold bars under your mattress.
right. Probably not the most secure option.
Yeah, you'll need a safe and secure storage facility,
Okay,
which can come with fees,
right.
and you'll want to insure your gold in case of theft or damage.
Those costs can add up over time,
Yeah,
so it's important to factor them into your overall investment strategy.
definitely. And then there's the risk of market manipulation.
Oh, that sounds a bit shady.
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean?
Essentially, it's the possibility that large institutions
Mm.
or individuals
Mm-hmm.
could try to artificially influence gold prices
Okay,
for their own gain.
so it's like trying to rig the system.
In a sense, yes.
Wow.
While it's not something that happens all the time,
Yeah.
it's a risk that investors should be aware of.
It sounds like it would be difficult to prove or prevent, too.
That's right.
Right.
It's often done in subtle ways that can be hard to detect.
Okay.
But the good news is that reputable gold IRA companies are aware of these risks
Mm-hmm.
and take steps to mitigate them.
So it comes back to choosing a trustworthy company that has your best interests at heart.
Absolutely. Due diligence is essential
Yeah.
when it comes to investing in gold, just like with any other asset.
Okay, so we've covered the pros and cons,
Mm-hmm.
the liquidity factors, and even the potential risks.
Yeah.
Let's bring it all back to our original focus,
Okay.
gold IRAs.
All right.
If you're considering adding gold to your retirement plan,
Mm-hmm.
a gold IRA is a great option.
It is.
And as we've discussed,
Yeah.
choosing the right company is crucial.
A reputable company will not only help you navigate the process
Right.
of setting up and managing your gold IRA,
Mhm.
but they can also provide valuable insights and guidance
What-
on choosing the right type of gold for your needs.
Right. They can help you decide whether coins, bars, or ETFs
Yep.
are the best fit for your investment strategy.
Exactly.
And they can answer any questions you have about storage,
Uh-huh.
insurance,
Yeah.
or the process of buying and selling gold.
Absolutely. It's like having a trusted partner to guide you through the world of gold investing.
And speaking of helpful resources,
Correct?
Gold IRA Blueprint offers a
Ah.
fantastic checklist
Oh, nice.
that can help you evaluate different gold IRA companies and choose one that aligns with your goals.
Yeah, that's great.
You can find that checklist at goldirablueprint.com. Phaedrus Lee exclusive.
Awesome.
It's a free resource that's packed with valuable information.
That's fantastic.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I
Huh?
want to leave you with this final thought.
All right.
Imagine yourself 10, 20 years down the road,
Okay.
enjoying your retirement years.
Yeah.
How does the idea of having gold in your portfolio
Mm-hmm.
contribute to your sense of financial security and peace of mind?
That's a powerful question to ponder
Right.
for many retirees.
Yeah.
Knowing that they have a tangible asset
Mm-hmm.
with a history of preserving wealth
Right.
during uncertain times
Yeah.
brings a sense of comfort and stability.
It's about creating a retirement plan that aligns with your values and your vision for the future.
We encourage you to keep exploring, keep learning,
Yeah.
and keep shaping a retirement that truly reflects your aspirations.
And remember, Gold IRA Blueprint is a fantastic resource to help you along the way.
Absolutely.
You can visit goldirablueprint.com for exclusive
Mm-hmm.
to download their free checklist
Yeah.
and start exploring your options.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Absolutely.
We hope you found it informative and insightful.
Yeah, it was great.
Until next time.